Our next guest today is an author, anti-violence activist, grassroots organizer, and Black Men and Boys Commissioner for Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton, the delegate to the U.S. House of Representatives for the District of Columbia. Please welcome to the Wonderama House Party, Ron Moten. What's going on, Ron?
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for taking the time to come on and be with us at this house party to talk about some really cool things. You've been involved in public service, as I hear, your whole life. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Well, for the last 27 years, 26, 27 years.
And you're 28 years old, so that's perfect. Yeah, your whole life. What drove you to get involved as much as you are in public service?
Well, I was exposed to people in the civil rights movement. And at one point in my life, I was like a detriment to the community. And when I changed my life around and became a public servant, I was inspired by the work that I've seen others do before me that gave a lot of us the opportunities that we have now. So I've always been about closing the gap in the disparities and injustices that we see in our community.
Very cool. Thanks for being such an advocate, man. Seriously. That's awesome. Tell me about this organization, Check It Enterprises. I hear it's super cool. Tell me about that.
So basically, Check It Enterprises was an organization that was formed. I took former gang members who were LGBTQ who started a gang to kind of fight back against being attacked in Washington, D.C. And we started a business, and it's gone from a T-shirt line to a social enterprises that gives back to the LGBT community and help uplift the LGBT community. Also uplift returning citizens within the community when they come home from prison.
Wow, that's amazing. That's an amazing story.
And now we own 3 buildings on Martin Luther King Avenue in Southeast Washington, D.C., where we're building a Go-Go Museum, and we're having a performance space and all type of programming for returning citizens in the LGBT community.
That's so awesome. You're such a busy guy doing so many things. How would you encourage others, especially like kids watching, how would you encourage kids to get more active in their community?
Well, just like the young people I was working with, you have to decide whether you're going to be a resident or a citizen. A resident is somebody who resides and let other people make decisions for them. A citizen is somebody who practices citizenship and makes sure they're involved with everything that happens in their community, and they make sure the laws and policies affect them in the right way and also helps uplift humanity for everybody.
What's some advice that you might give to someone that might want to go into your line of work? What can you give? What kind of encouragement can you give them?
I just say it's real simple. One of the things the civil rights leader taught me to work with Martin Luther King, he said, do the right things for the right reasons and you get the right results. So whatever you do in your heart, just do it for the right reasons and stick with it, and you will get the outcomes that you want. It might take longer than you wanted to, but just when it seems like everything is bleak and you're not going to win the battle, you win.
Yeah.
Long as you don't give up.
I love that. I absolutely love that. The right things for the right reasons. Well, some of the right things right now, we're talking about the census, you know? It's an interesting topic. It only comes around once every 10 years. Why is the census so important?
Well, like where I live in Washington, D.C., for instance, there is one of the cities with the biggest gap as far as the disparities, right? And when we don't fill out our census form, the gap widens it even more. And you're talking about for 10 years, your hospitals, your transportation, and services and things like that for people who are in need, but also just to make sure we have the quality of life that we're looking for. So if we want to close these disparities, it's not just about getting to the streets. It's about filling out that census form and making sure that we close the gap with resources that our families are paying for.
Thank you for making such a big difference in this world, Ron. We appreciate you. God bless you, brother.
Thank you. God bless you.